Welcome back, Super Friends. What's the hubbub? Big announcement today. James Gunn has stated the Superman sequel is moving forward. In a recent post on X, which I struggle not to call Twitter till this day, Man of Tomorrow is set to be in theaters July 9th, 2027. Recently, Aaron Fischer stated the following.
You guys have heard of movie hubbub and how he is working for DC. Well, I have a confession to make. I don't work for DC. I don't work for a movie studio. I don't work for anybody. I am an individual who loves DC Comics. I am the exact opposite of what you would call a shill. All the horrible names that I have been called, all of the insults that have been thrown my way, all of those things are completely untrue. I'm just a normal guy who loves DC properties, and I want DC to thrive.
In my opinion, people tend to find work in what they are interested in. Can that cause some bias? Sure. But let's not get that confused with the popular shill buzzword. As far as Aaron first, I think his channel is entertaining. However, that doesn't absolve his own bias, which clearly exists against the DCU and his support of the retired DCEU. The DCU is moving forward. More and more projects are making their way. The distance between the Restore Snyderverse efforts and reality, well, that's about the distance of the Earth and Neptune, about 2.9 billion miles apart. The distance is growing rapidly, too, with each new project. Not much beyond Supergirl. The build-out just started. And look at the news now. A legit Superman sequel is on the way. Ouch! In August, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav personally announced that Gunn would return to write and direct the follow-up to the character's full-stop creative reboot. The film earned more than $611 million.
They have a bright future.
That's it. We got it. Gerard. Unbelievable, this guy.
At the worldwide box office this summer, making it the highest-grossing superhero film of the year. Man of Tomorrow will follow the 2026 releases of the outer space set, Supergirl, directed by Craig Gillespie, written by Anna Maguire and starring Millie Alcock, and the body horror film Clayface, directed by James Watkins, written by Mike Flanagan and Hossein Amini, and starring Tom Rhys-Harris and Naomi Ackie. I also know that Wonder Woman and Batman build-out plans are on the fast track. Remember, the studio in this early phase is focusing on well-reviewed movies that spark interest in a genre that's lagged after the failures of the DCEU and most recently stall of Marvel movie success as well.
And I know a lot of people who don't like Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and are terrified of this being the face of Supergirl moving forward with the DCU. I have a feeling that things aren't going to go well for the studio. I don't think we're going to get much beyond Supergirl. I really don't. Supergirl will come out next year unless they decide to take some tax write-off.
They internally are looking for a budget after tax credits around $125 million on Supergirl, and box office expectations are to do $415 million worldwide, similar to Captain America Brave New World numbers. No stupid troll social media posts stating it's chasing Spider-Man are obvious Snyder cult shenanigans.
Yep.
What the hell, dude? Why did you move the door?
I didn't move the door.
Hey, where is my dog?
Okay, well, this is why he has behavioral issues.
No boundaries.
Not even worth a grain of salt. The expectations in 2025 and forward for the superhero genre is much different than 2013. A viewer pointed out half as many people go to movies in general compared a lot of the revenue gets tied into the streaming world and merchandising, which is what still allows the genre to even exist. Superman getting over 600 million worldwide, when 2 of the last 3 Marvel movies struggled to hit 400 million worldwide, should tell you something. Man of Steel, for example, didn't have the looming stream world over its head. It was a moderate success, much like Superman in 2025 has been. Don't kid yourselves, though. It still limped across 90-some days in a superhero boom market to do like 50 million more. Acting like it somehow tripled Superman is nonsense. You can't give it the benefit of inflation either. Without the costs inflated, we've looked at the break-even and production costs, plus marketing inflated cost from 2013. On Man of Steel, the inflated costs were around $900 million. Oh my, it's a ridiculous measure to try and make it look more successful than it was.
Oh my.
The third installment of Iron Man also came out the same year as Man of Steel, and without inflation, it did over $1.2 billion.
No damn well wide. Back off.
Oh, I'm starting to want you to make me.
Yeah. Big man in a suit of armor. Take that off. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
Start facing the reality, Snyder fans. That verse isn't just retired, it went to hospice, then found itself in a grave. Let it rest in peace where it belongs, buried. It's your choice to get left behind, but the DCU is building and will continue on.
What? Yeah?
It's just a little off.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to take it apart and put it back together?
No. It was just...
You just what?
Hey, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bum you out. I shouldn't have brought it up. Darn it, I can be such a jerk sometimes.
Boom! Dropped out of nowhere this morning. It was made official by James Gunn. Superman. The next Superman movie, this coming out from the Hollywood Reporter, Man of Tomorrow, has been announced as his follow-up, and we've got a release date of July, not 2029, not 2028, July of 2027. For those of you keeping score, that is less than 2 years from now.
And before Blade.
And before... Ouch. And before Blade, we are going to get Superman's next movie, Man of Tomorrow, in less than 2 years. This is what James Gunn put out on social media today. And you can see down there Jim Lee's name, 2025. So you know Jim Lee made this specifically, I think, for this little announcement. I believe, I could be mistaken about that. So James Gunn announces, puts it right in the image. James Gunn, Man of Tomorrow, in theaters, July 9th, 2027. All right. There are several reasons why I'm super excited about this. Number one, in no particular order, I think the very first thing I said to Rob, when Rob and I went to our first screening of Superman, after we came out of the theater, we're both smiling. And I turned around and said, the only thing that pisses me off is we're probably gonna have to wait like 4 years for the next to see him as Superman.
Yeah.
Because we kind of live in an age where you got to, at minimum, wait 3-4 years to get your sequel done. Unless it's part of a franchise in a series and they shoot them back to back or whatever. But for the most part, we live in an era where, hell, we got to wait 4 years, 3 years between seasons of television. And instead, we are getting this in less than 2 years from today. So I love that. I absolutely love it. Number two, James Gunn brought with him a promise of using a lot of comic book stuff, maybe even more so than previous iterations and different people have done. I think a lot of people have been waiting to see this outfit of Lex Luthor. him in this outfit. As a matter of fact, I remember before Justice League came out, that toy set came out and had all the characters from Justice League, but it included a Lex Luthor in that battle suit, which obviously was never in the movie, but that got people really excited. So obviously this is going to lean very heavy into Lex is still going to play a very, very big part of this. Dude, and listen, you guys know how much I love Superman. I love this movie. Again, Man of Steel is still probably my favorite Superman movie overall. But I can't even begin to tell you how happy I was about this Superman and how it turned out and how great it was, and just a big triumphant launch for a brand new cinematic universe, digging itself out of the heap pile of rubble left in the ruinous wake of the DCEU. It ain't an easy job to claw your way out of that dump heap.
Look up, not back. Eyes to the skies. No, Snyderverse, no problem. Until next time, take care of yourselves and others.